Not being able to pick up any gems is bad news. Especially for this part. You'll see in just a second that I really rely on sparks, and if I had to actually touch every single gem before I enter the next level, it would be way more grueling.
Or especially in a home world where there are so many gems like this.
Yeah,
even
exactly.
underwater and everything, so.
Yeah, this exact section is really bad with no health. You essentially just need to run and get health right away, which is still really slow.
But that alone though, like gems underwater without sparks is like
awful.
The ultimate time waster.
Yeah, no kidding. This man speaks truth.
Just as a reminder, this Marathon Summer Games Done Quick 2013 is hosted by two different groups. SDA is the main group. SDA is a host of speedruns for about 1,000 games, has forums and strategy wiki to assist runners with learning how to run games. If you ever want, go there. SRL, Speedruns Live, is also a huge part of this. We have some great SRL runners here. They're a huge speedrunning community that features the streams of several speedrunners of all varieties and racing. So be sure to go check out SDA and SRL, see some speedruns, maybe even join us. We love to have new people, and we have some new people who have never been at marathons before here, which is great.
I would raise my hand if I wasn't playing games.
Oh,
Sparks. So sparks, to gain health back, like I mentioned, you kill sort of little tiny fodders that like the snowball in these levels, and they drop butterflies, and Sparks will eat the butterfly. But while he's busy eating butterflies to regain health, he won't pick up gems. He chills back where the butterfly is, and then runs right up to where you are after he's done eating, and sort of misses all the gems along the way. So that can be really annoying to accidentally hit those little critters.
Whoa.
Yeah, I could explain that. It looks really weird, but what happens is just, there's a cutscene that I skipped, and during that cutscene, you watch the bridge form. I paid to have the bridge form, and then you watch it. But I skipped the cutscene, and it makes the bridge look formed right away. But the bridge is still actually actively forming while I'm moving around after I've skipped the cutscene. It's hitboxes, not visually. So it looks like I'm inside the bridge because the bridge is actually still sort of slowly going up while I'm running across it.
We have a donation from Brian Lee. He gave $20, said Turtle Soup Hype. Sloop sends his love. Let's see that. Let's see that chef at the end of the tunnel of love. Twig. Fish Van Emerognen. I just slaughtered that. Fish Van Emerognen. Hi guys, I'm really enjoying the marathon. This is my second live event and it was worth the wait. $20 to the Mega Man X4 cutscene. You know why. The other $5 goes to taunting the animals in Super Metroid.
Oh god.
Yeah, sorry. The taunt is powerful. Magnus Jacobson gave $10 and said, "Good luck on your 100% Spudster. Water everywhere. Whale. Buff Seagull."
Buff Seagull. Oh yeah. Thanks, Magnus.
Finally, Michael McKenzie gave $5 and said, "Not much to play with this time around, but just wanted to say thanks to everyone participating at, and particularly those who organized the ESA and SGDQ doubleheader. My sleep schedule is about to be ruined once again. I wish I was there with you guys." Thank you very much, all you generous donors. Don't forget, you can always be entered into the grand prize drawing, which is going to be a Nintendo 3DS XL. Also, if you're outside of the US, do not worry, we haven't purchased it yet. So no matter what region you are in, we will buy one where you are. So yay, you can play 3DS games wherever you go. So don't forget, also be aware of future challenges that are coming up. We did meet the Echo Hard Run, but there are plenty more, so be sure to check those out.
Oh, guy. Luckily he's really low, so I didn't need to fly back to get him. Just turn around and flame them. Alright. These spiders do slowly respawn. Okay, good.
Nice. Oh. There you go.
Alright, so that's this level. And now we're going to one of the scariest levels in a lot of ways. Essentially, the next level, there's a whole lot of lava, and there's a whole lot of stuff on the lava, and there's a power-up that you need to kill 15 enemies for, and that makes you invincible temporarily, and then you can run all over the lava, but I don't like killing enemies because it takes time. So I'm going to avoid doing that and instead damage boost everywhere, but as it turns out, this is one of the few levels that gives you a really big penalty for dying. So
Bad ones.
I need to make sure not to die.
While simultaneously getting hurt a lot on purpose.
There's just a lot of technique, a lot of trick in this level. Just associated
Definitely.
with like damage boosting.
Yeah, it's sort of like Glimmer in that way. It's
Yeah.
just really tech heavy all the time.
Viral.
Especially this part, I hated this part.
Dinosaurs. This is one of those like trial and error challenges, so when you're a kid they're super frustrating. Or even just your first time playing through.
Oh, you had that on lockdown.
Well done.
Yeah, that first challenge is pretty forgiving. Second one is the problem.
Uh-oh.
For when you're casually playing. It also means that if I make a mistake, then I mess up, but it's a set pattern, so if I mess up, it's really very much my fault. But that went just fine. But now we get to the actually scary part. So fortunately, there's a lot of health right here. This is a skip to the end of the level, by the way. Whoop, there we are. And now that I'm at full health, that sucks. I just got a life that would have been really nice to get later.
Oh.
Oof. We're just gonna do this. I was not at full health and I wanted to be. It's trying to hurt me right now. This
But
is
that guy was
scary.
gonna hit you right into the lava.
Yeah, but me
Oh, that
too.
was so close.
That makes two of us, my friend. Alright. So now I go over here just for health. I need more health. I actually could do it without the health, but that guy... It doesn't just get me more health now. It's actually like, even though I'll go right by that spot later, that critter will actually respawn. So I get like 2 health from the same lizard. It's definitely worth doing. And if I didn't do that, right now I'd be at no health, so I'd be having to get gems. At really low health. Which sucks. Alright, so here he is, he's back. Hit him again. I need to be careful not to get hit by these guys. Right there I did a really silly thing. There is a wall of bones that I was supposed to hit 3 times, but by charging past it, I actually hit it 3 times really, really quickly. I was supposed to use a rock and shoot it 3 separate times. Oh, that sucks.
Oh,
But
no.
once I missed it, it was already over. The second hit doesn't really matter. We just got to do the backup route. No
Just
big
gotta
deal.
get a bit more health and grab the bone, right?
Yep. So what happened there is, unfortunately, I ran into the dinosaur, but it didn't give me the bone. The bone flew off. You need to hit the dinosaurs at a pretty precise angle in order to actually get the bone while you kill them instead of having it fly off like that. So now it's way over here. Ooh, bad jump. I can't just be jumping blind willy-nilly. Jeez. This is scary. Okay, That jar is the reason I can't die. I need to break it in a bunch of different locations, and it causes it to spawn in the new locations, and it would go all the way back to its first location. I totally brain farted here, though. Okay. I was supposed to grab that rock just a second ago. For that.
Nice.
Thank you, Spud.
We have a donation from Auntie Holapa for $20. Said, just got home from work, enjoying some summer game goodness. Looking forward to some Holy Diver. I don't think you're the only one. Yeah. Also, there is a great Holy Diver prize. Someone made a cart with the ROM Holy Diver in it that'll actually play on your Nintendo. So that's going to be a really cool prize that's coming up. Just saying, getting the hype out there. I also have a donation from David Bowser for $25 who said, first time getting to watch one of these. Wish all the runners the best of luck with their runs and have a good time. Darren Upton gave $5 and said, hey, Not here. After not seeing HDQ live, it's really sweet to see SGDQ live. Hopefully caffeine can pull me through the stream. Thanks, guys. Oh, caffeine is what we all need right now.
Yeah. I've been up for far too long to be doing speedruns.
I think you're doing really good.
It's actually not too bad.
I mean, runners typically are more critical of themselves than viewers.
It is the case. We get mad when we lose seconds.
Yeah, but I feel that this has been very impressive so far. I'm very much enjoying this run.
Thank you. Alright, there's a door that I'm going to open here. I didn't used to open it, and you can skip it, but it causes a lot of grief later in the level if you don't open this. So unfortunately, you gotta watch that silly cutscene, but it's definitely worth doing, especially for a marathon, because it's sort of an RNG situation that I put myself into if I don't open that door. And that wouldn't be good. But yeah, I'll talk more about it. Really, there's no way to talk about why that door is open till later when it will make way more sense, but for now, just trust me.
That's what I was just about to say.
In your head, man.
Thanks for
Alright. And I actually don't mind that I didn't get that last gem. It's those first two that I did get that I'm worried about, so.
Hunter really does get you to do the most random
I
things.
drop some monkeys in this barrel. I could use some monkeys. I'll let you ride around on my manta ray for a while.
Yeah. Shoot
Oh,
some sharks.
I messed that up. If you charge past this bottle as it breaks at the perfect timing, the gem will just home into you. But I messed it up, so I have to go back for it. It's the risks we take. And this level is actually the one I need to kill the most enemies in, I believe. I need to kill 20. There are a lot of enemies here, though, so that's sort of why the requirement's so high. And I'm actually kind of short. Oh, no, never mind. That's 18. 19. Here's the talisman. And for people showing up, there's just one of those at the end of every level in the first 2 of 3 worlds. In the third world, there are only 3. In the third world, there aren't any talismans. Alright, so now I'm going to be chasing this guy around to take his flags away from him. And he is a meanie. His name is Bombo, and Bombo throws these, I guess we'll call them bombs, at me. And these bombs, they don't do damage. It just, the second I get hit by one, I go back to wherever the chase commenced and start chasing Bombo again from the beginning. And so essentially, if you imagine this level divided into quarters, and this is the last quarter, Bombo spawns in the other 3 quarters. So every time I chase him, I need to chase him a little bit further. So the first time he's like right near the end of the level, and now he's like halfway through the level, and later he's right at the beginning of the level. So the end Bombo is the really scary part. And it's also why it's really good to have a door wide open for you. Did neither of those hit?
No.
That's really bad news. I could have avoided that just by simply shooting more fireballs, but those were acting like they were going straight for him. So that's really silly. Because there's just no other way to get him down from there.
So that's like the only point they actually get the fireball power up is right like at the end.
Yeah. There's, unfortunately, this guy that I missed is in the very middle of the level, so I gotta skip to go right back to the beginning of the level, but that puts me just as close to the middle. Didn't want to fall down there. I could have easily fireballed him. Please hit now. Wow. See, that's all I needed to happen. Alright, so here's the door I did skip, and you can see Bombo just kind of goes straight through it, and I need to sort of do my skip again.
Are they RNG where he shoots them? Or?
Very. Totally random. That said, there's not many situations where you can't dodge them. You can usually blame it on bad reaction time, not just the game trolling you.
Oh, because they were like bouncing off the walls and everything. It just,
Yeah, it's
a little
sketchy.
more difficult.
It's definitely scary. Third Bombo's the scary one, though. Please. Okay. I'm gonna be super extra careful about these gems, because you always miss gems here. See?
Oh, yeah.
There's just too many. You think you're keeping track of all of them, but you aren't. So right here, if I had to skip over this door, I'd need to hover over the door. Ugh. Which
Good thing it
means...
was at the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh.
And hovering over the door means that I just drop on the other side, but my camera isn't on the other side. So I just do a blind drop into Bombo's drop bombs and need to just hope that there isn't one where I'm gonna land on the other side of the door. So it's definitely better to just have the door open and be able to see. I always used to keep the door closed, and it never really caused that many problems. And then I had one run where I literally got hit 10 times in a row before I finally got past that door on the third Bombo challenge. I was like, man, maybe I just shouldn't do this. Maybe it's not worth the RNG.
Right, Noah Watkins sent a donation. He said, thanks guys for doing these awesome runs and the cool nostalgia trips from them. Spyro and Crash were a big part of my childhood. This money will go to Team Coco for CTR. Noah. Patrick Abraham gave $5 and said, here's play for coffee. I wish you guys never run out of energy. Good luck to all of you. Christian Stevens gave $20 and said, good luck with the runs, guys. Just as a reminder, we do have some upcoming donations and games. The next one that has some incentives or choices is near. You can choose the name or you can choose the costume. Right now, one of the names is pretty far ahead. Let me just check real quick with Zerator. And then Cosmo is behind by about $210. For Nier, Kabuki costume is winning a lot. I know that it got a lot of hype during one of the previous runs today. Also, challenges that are coming up. The next one that really needs to be beaten is the Sonic the Hedgehog SMS one. The George Foreman KO boxing. Adam AK is running that. If you know Adam AK, it's going to be a lot of fun. Right now it only has 68 out of $300, so be sure to check that out.
What were the amounts on the animals?
Oh, let me check how your animals are doing, okay? Because Super Metroid Save the Animals is currently at $1,337. Yes, elite dollars. Whereas Kill the Animals it is at $669. So if you're barbecue fans, you know, you are behind by about like, you know, $700. So
Step it up.
yeah, boys.
That said, I think it's really awesome that there's an incentive out there, like saving the animals, that just gets a bunch of donations every marathon it's in. It's like tradition and it's beautiful. Oh. What weird barrels to miss.
Hi.
Alright, so I think it bears mentioning that I am going to need to backtrack to this level because I need the head bash ability to complete it, which I can't get until the third world. So I'm just going to get some gems that are convenient. Oh my goodness, this gem hates me. Some orbs that are convenient, and leave with the talisman because I do need all the talismans to get to the third world. So I need to beat all of these levels, but I can't actually 100% this one yet. And that is the case for 2 more levels. The next 2 coming up, I will also be backtracking to. Though this one's not out of necessity. It's just easier and faster. Well, faster is kind of debatable, but it'd be so risky and hard not to.
I always found this one to be one of the most difficult levels.
Yeah, it's a hard one casually. It's really confusing. The layout's tough.
You got like the big volcano right in the middle, you can climb up into it.
And then there's another volcano.
Yeah,
It's like, it's silly.
there's a lot of stuff going on in this level.
This is not the intended path to this cave,
Ace!
but we're here.
In case you guys didn't know, that wasn't the intended path.
By the way, we're coming up to being almost half of our marathon goal for donations. So be sure, if you want to snipe that 25,000, be sure to get that in. I'd like to see that happen before Spyro ends, and I think we can do that. So get donations in. Let's get that 25K.
Okay.
Alright, so this is also RNG, but
I'll give you
another one of those situations where generally you can't really blame RNG for doing bad. You can just blame it for the variability that happens, but for the most part, you can really make any situation that it gives you work. Hunter got right in my way. He's playing the defense. See?
Man, he's snatching them up.
Ha! That'll show him. This gets compared a lot to, well, why did I forget his name? What's his butt in Banjo-Kazooie?
Bile.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate Bile.
You're real.
So, first popcorn was pretty good. Second one, not so much, but that's alright. Oh. Yeah, it is a lot more difficult. Hunter actually gets better. It's not just like there's more crystals. He's just way better at it.
Xavier Benoist gave $20 and said, "I love you all, and you too, and you also, dear unknown. Kisses." So we all get kisses. That's pretty great.
I'm stoked.
I like kisses. Okay, Tyler Kassler gave $5, said no sleep. Yet I still had to get up to watch our friendly neighborhood duo of Happy Feet and Spud Sensei. Put this to whatever Spudley can't live without, says Kelberoth.
I can't live without living animals.
Uh-oh.
Alright, so that is a skip to climb the volcano a little bit quicker, which is how you get the talisman. You shut the lid on the volcano. So now that I've done that, there's a couple gems right next to me that I should probably grab, but then we leave. Alright, and then coming up is the final level that we need to backtrack to. So after that, we'll be back to the standard, what we were used to of going into a level, 100%ing it, leaving. Let's repeat. Until the very end, right before the last boss, and I'll come back and do my backtracks.
Emil Person gave $5, said towards Bonesaw and Company to do to earn dance one more time. Since the first time was the greatest moment of 2013.
It
By the way,
really was.
I already saw a website go up about that, so yeah, it became something.
It happened.
Okay, Ryan Minton gave $20 and said, "Hey guys, I love what you're doing for charities every year. Video games and helping people are the two best things ever invented. Loving the Spyro run, BT dubs, and good luck to all the runners." Cool, thank you Ryan, thank you Emil. By the way, charity this year is Doctors Without Borders, or Médecins Sans Frontières. Or a slaughtered French name that I just cannot say. It's an international medical humanitarian organization created by doctors and journalists in France in 1971. They really make great use of the money. For example, $10 can purchase 45 emergency food rations for use in a crisis or natural disaster, you know. That's basically what you would get going to Arby's, you know. $30 can purchase wound care for 6 burn victims. $35, enough ready-to-use therapeutic food to treat one severely malnourished child. This is good stuff that they're doing, so be sure, donate, help us, help them, help everyone, you know? Help everywhere. That's good.
Spy.
Speak.
Thanks for helping.
Alright, so I got that talisman. And I actually initiated an orb challenge. There's now 3 thieves running around with magic lamps that I need to get. So here's the first one. He's nice and easy. Same with the second one, hopefully. Sometimes he can troll you, so I shouldn't speak before I get there, but he should be just fine. Third thief is the tricky part, and it's not actually the thief, it's the fact that I tried to do a sort of sequence breaky thingy majingy while killing the thief. So what's gonna happen here is after I kill the thief and get the lamp, third lamp, it's going to teleport me to the place where I get the orb, but there are going to be a few more things I want to grab before I get teleported. Oh, and it's over, unfortunately. We can still get gems, but
Thanks for bringing.
that really needs to go perfectly. Like, can't waste any time. Luckily, it's not a huge time saver, and I get it like 50% of the time probably in actual runs.
Plus, there weren't too many gems you missed anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can climb up the entire staircase, then you really minimize the losses. At least. I've been doing this a lot. There we go. I actually shouldn't have paused buffered to get that. I should have just left. It's right at the beginning of the level. Bad move.
Alright. So now there's another sort of one of the bigger homeworld sections. Run around and collect some gems for a while. Get an orb from Autumn Plains. Now, because of my backtrack route, that's why I can sort of ignore these gems right now. I'll just get them on